After today's presentation, we invite you to join us downstairs in what will be, in fall 2011, Changemaker Central for the Tempe campus. We'd also like to thank the Arizona State Credit Union for providing the refreshments that await us downstairs.
The credit union's been a great partner for us over the past couple of years, organizing events such as Ignite at ASU, and you'll notice that many of our student speakers today are using an Ignite format in which their slides will be advancing every 15 seconds. So we hope to keep this as a fun and fast-paced presentation for you all.
Now, when you checked in today, you should have received an agenda and an audience feedback form. Your feedback is critical to us as we continue to plan and move forward in launching this amazing initiative. After each presentation, we have allotted time for you to give feedback on what stood out most to you about the presentation. At the end, we also asked a few additional questions, and we appreciate your participation and collaboration. Now I would like to introduce our first speaker, who will provide the context for today's presentation, Regina Duran.
I have a loud enough voice. Hello, my name is Regina Duran, and I am one of the 10 students that are part of the Student Advisory Committee. We've been working diligently since January to come up with the foundation for Changemaker Central, and we're really excited about what we have come up with, and we hope that you, after today, you will be as excited as we are, that you will want to share it with everybody that you know. Now, when I first came to ASU, I felt lost in the sea of gold. I had gone from being really active in my high school to no longer knowing where I best fit in at the university level. Now, the reason why I didn't know where I best fit in was because ASU had so many amazing things to offer. ASU has over 120 entrepreneurship courses, over 600 student organizations, 3 funding opportunities for student ventures, and I could go on and on. But the question is how do we better distribute the information so that students can utilize the tools and the opportunities that are readily available to them? And that's what Changemaker Central is all about. Changemaker Central is a centralized, student-run centralized resource hub that will be able to provide tools and opportunities that are tailored to the needs and passions of the students. Our mission is to provide the students with the resources and opportunities to inspire, catalyze, and sustain student-driven social change. Changemaker Central is about the evolution of the student from the beginning stages of becoming interested in who volunteer all the way to the more developed stages of maybe starting their own venture. Our vision is to create a culture where students are ready to tackle the world's biggest challenge and are devoted to lifelong civic engagement. We want movers and shakers out there around the world. These are the amazing student steering committee members, so please look for us afterwards. We will be happy to hear about your feedback and your thoughts and about how you can be more involved with Changemaker Central. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Gozi Ibeji, and I'm here to share my story about university service learning and how that was able to help me achieve my goal. I believe in civic engagement. I believe we can help develop our community, and we can help develop ourselves along the way. And when I first transferred over to ASU as a transfer student, I had a difficult time finding the programs that can help me develop myself academically, professionally, and personally. And I think most students who transfer or who come over to ASU face the same problem, ASU being a big campus. And for me, engaging or participating through the university service learning helped me achieve some of my goals. Participating in the university service learning class exposed me to some of the opportunities that can help me achieve my goal. Through university service learning class, I was able to intern with the American Red Cross, which has personally been one of my goals. And through the class, I was able to see the complexities that is involved in civic engagement. And through the Red Cross, my service with the Red Cross, those complexities became open to me. I could see them as I went to my volunteer experience. Through it, I was able to understand how a simple fire can lead to homelessness and sometimes lead to mental illness. And so through it, I became certified. Also through my internship, I became certified to respond to both local and national disasters, which was also one of my goals. Because growing up, I had seen so many situations where there was need for response, and sometimes due to lack of proper procedures, that becomes difficult to be able to successfully respond to disasters and successfully help people as they try to recover from whatever disaster they went through. This was my service with through the university service learning class. But I believe that there are students who might want to achieve their goals, but find it difficult to do so due to lack of being able to access some of the services that might be available to them. And so I believe that this is the power Changemaker Central can bring to the students. It can help them achieve their goals. It can expose them to those opportunities that would help them develop both academically, professionally, and personally. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, hello, my name is Rachel Jake. I'm one of the members of the Student Steering Committee for Changemaker Central. And I'm also a member of a couple different community service-based organizations here on campus, including Community Service Coalition, Collegiate Kiwanis, and Nourish International. So I'm here to tell you about the goals for Changemaker Central. Our first goal is to increase participation in existing university programs involving community service, service learning, and social entrepreneurship programs. Our next goal is to really increase retention of students within the Changemaker program. We want to help them grow through participation in team-based and community-based experiences. With these larger numbers of students, we will be able to make a larger and more renowned influence on the world around us. Our next goal is to help ASU students find a purpose by choosing high-impact careers. These include entrepreneurship and national service, including Teach for America and AmeriCorps. We want to give students joy and adding meaning to their lives through increasing the number of civic engagement opportunities that empower them to tackle local and global challenges. Through this empowermentation, we will support the future growth of student ideas and ventures, no matter how large. In August 2010, ASU joined the Changemaker Campus Consortium, a network of only 10 universities across the U.S. Changemaker will allow us to highlight our strong university portfolio and civic engagement and ensure its success and growth in the future. We're focused on increasing the appeal that ASU has to prospective students who seek a university with a commitment to civic engagement and social embeddedness, and a wide array of opportunities that empower students to undertake their innovative ideas. Finally, we will increase resource acquisition for student-oriented, socially embedded programs, providing a network of support including advising, industry contacts, grant and scholarship information, and general networking opportunities. The student body needs to also be aware of all the resources that ASU already has to offer. So, thank you.
This is a long minute. Right, that's my cue. All right, first off, let me say it's an honor and privilege to be speaking among my peers in entrepreneurship and social embeddedness today, because really are some of the brightest minds in innovation at ASU. So let me introduce myself. My name is Tyler Robert Elchingham. I am part of One Shot. This is a picture of me sobbing. Right after we won the ASU Innovation Challenge for $10,000 in seed funding. This picture really represents a very catalytic moment in my life. I realized that I couldn't just tackle my local solution to a global challenge as an entrepreneur. I really had to go about it as a change maker. And that's kind of what I realized that. Somewhere between the tears and the falling to the floor. And it was great. So as I became a change maker, I really realized there's a very finite set of skills that you need to make sure that you have a profound impact in the world. One of those skills is a 30-second elevator pitch, and so I think I will give mine now. My name is Tyler Elchingham, and I'm the founder and director of One Shot. One Shot is a non-profit organization that provides meningococcal meningitis vaccinations to college students living in dormitories and university housing while still addressing the global issue at hand. In a one-for-one business model popularized by Tom's Shoes, for every single vaccine administered stateside, One Shot then donates one to the meningitis belt of Africa. One Shot again won the ASU Innovation Challenge in a competition for people with big ideas to get funding to make those ideas a reality. And if you heard my pitch, you heard me say nonprofit, international, and venture. I'm a sophomore in college. I don't know how any of those three work. I really had to go and find the strongest mentors I could and really build my team out of people that could guide me in what I was doing. But I was very blind. I really was just reaching for anything I could grab. Changemaker Central has the capacity to truly change how that process works. If Changemaker Central existed when I was first forming One Shot, I would have slept a lot more. I can say that for sure. I really believe that this sort of resource hub, as Regina said, is pivotal in making sure that these big ideas that, I guess, small people have can actually come to full growth and come to term and really have an impact. Right now, One Shot is getting ready for our first big event in the fall. We're planning on having a market capacity of about 10,000 students, and we're a team of 5. The idea that 5 people can change the life of 10,000 students, multiply that by 2, 1 for 1, that's 20,000 lives that we're impacting just through the opportunities given at ASU. The Changemaker Central is really going to be an opportunity for all of these ideas just to be fast-forwarded and have there be a very streamlined process for how we can impact the world. Again, like Rachel said, a local solution to a global challenge. That's what ASU is all about. That's what One Shot's all about. And that's what Changemaker Central can really be all about. Again, my name is Tyler Effingham. Thank you.
Now it's my turn. So as you now know, the Student Steering Committee was charged with creating the vision and mission for Changemaker. We dreamed very high and then adjusted for reality. As Regina then explained, we came up with something that was true to our expectations. But how do we make sure this happens? My name is Leah, and I first heard about this idea that was just getting started from a good friend. Before I had a chance to say, I'm interested, he said, you need to do this. So I made sure the project didn't go out without me. I've worked with both Teacher America and AmeriCorps CCC in the past, and I have a high value for service. I saw this as an opportunity to share my service experience and help others in their own. I thought the Changemaker initiative would make ASU's positive impact more effective, more thorough, and even more far-reaching. During our meetings, I was often raising my hand to ask how, and then asking how again just to make sure we got it right. I sprinkled our lively conversations with less interesting questions about logistics. So it only makes sense that I'm here to bore you with the details, right? Well, let's start with our physical space. In this building will be a space that is welcoming, accessible, versatile, and a host of other adjectives that I can't very well remember for a speech. Soon we'll begin to take down walls, shift desks, and paint, all in order to prepare for the breadth of ideas that will begin to flow in the fall. Students will be able to come in to seek specific interests, be connected to new areas of involvement, leave questions on an interactive board, or engage other students about ongoing projects that they are participating in. You'll hear from other campuses about their own space, but ultimately they will all be well suited to deliver collaborative solutions to community needs by promoting alliances between students, staff, faculty, and organizations across the state. In addition to our space, our web presence will be a critical tool in ensuring that Changemaker is a true and effective presence on campus. It will be the circulatory system through which information is disseminated across all of the different populations we work with. The site will host a variety of instruments. Students will sign up for user accounts, work on projects from an interactive calendar, be guided through the different opportunities we offer, and ultimately it will track participation numbers in project developments. We hope that as we grow and create more partnerships with student organizations, departments across campus, and organizations across the state, the website will become a virtual network. Eventually, it will be a canvas on which to display our success. So after we had all of these details down, I was getting really excited, and after asking how for so long, I began to ask who, because even as we wrap up our work as the Student Steering Committee, there's a lot of work to come. In spirit of our success, we want to maintain a group of and the tasks to come. So we're in the process of creating a student board, for which we are excited to announce that the application process has begun. They will be the new energy that keeps Changemaker alive. The board will be structured in a tier system. It will consist of 2 executive positions and 6 chairs. Under each of the chairs will be committee members who work on objectives from administrative tasks to programming, development, outreach, and so forth. To stay close to the population that we serve, the board will host town hall meetings throughout the year. The forum will be a place to present future plans for Changemaker, listen to new ideas, and hopefully proposals for how to move forward with our vision. We hope that the board will represent all 4 ASU campuses, student staff from the space, but ultimately diverse individuals so that we are well rooted all across the university. It will require yearly appointments, which will be decided after the application process. Now, as we look into the future, we predict growth, and I really think that we can only go up from such a solid foundation. We specifically hope to be able to diversify the resources that we offer our students in order to be able to support them. Critical to those ideas that we seek to be catalysts for will be funding. We hope to be able to support our students in gaining funding for new and ongoing projects by helping them apply to opportunities like the Innovation Challenge and highlighting their potential. Just as important as funding, however, will be our ability to promote collaboration. Because connections made through the space, the site, or projects will be invaluable, our students won't just be volunteers, but ultimately entrepreneurs, innovators, and change makers. Thank you.
Two words have changed the world. What if? Good afternoon. My name is Zach Yenser, and together with my colleague Brian McCullough, I'm the co-director of the Consortium for New Global Trade, a think tank put together in March of 2010 that looks to explore a new big idea. We could explore new ways of executing global trade, could we also change the world? What if sustainability became profitable? What if international development could be catalyzed by a free and fair trade market working together? What if it was more profitable for human rights to be maintained instead of ignored? These are big questions. And in late this month, the Consortium for New Global Trade will host an international summit of 3 universities who have a global mindset who want to sit down and explore these questions. They're big questions. It's a big overall question, and it's a big project. I couldn't feel more blessed to be standing in front of you today, speaking to you about this in the context of Changemaker Central. But with every big project, with every big endeavor, there are hours of sweat, blood, and tears that go into it. I couldn't second what Tyler here said. If Changemaker Central had existed, maybe I would have slept more. The process has been a long one indeed, but I think it could have been shorter. What if Changemaker Central had existed when my big idea was still in its formative stages? Maybe I would have had mentors from the beginning who could have said, you know what, it's a good idea, but it could go this direction. Maybe I would have had the resources automatically to search the big ideas, to research. Maybe I would have had the innovative individuals around me already who could say, you know what, this is what I think. As a student, this would be great. What if Changemaker Central had existed when this project was small? Moving forward, what does Changemaker Central hold for projects like my own, like the consortium for your local trade? I think to myself, you know, what if Changemaker Central, you know, had been there with my project from the beginning? But now that it's there, it constitutes one of five main things that are required for students to become engaged and involved in social entrepreneurship. And it's the most important, mainstream. Changemaker Central answers the question, how do we bring social entrepreneurship to the student in such a way that it's in the middle of their lifeblood, of their campus, is in the middle of their center of activity? Can we get them involved enough that they become even more involved and can then step outside of that central, can step outside of their university into other projects that are also intent on changing the world? Changemaker Central provides that. My name is Zach Genser. I'm the co-director of Consortium for the Local Trade, and this is what I'm excited about Changemaker Central.
Good morning. My name is Joshua Judd. I'm a philosophy student and a proud Sun Devil. And as my peers mentioned, I too am honored to be with you today to speak about Changemaker Central and the concept of change and how we at ASU, as students and as a community, can make it happen. So in my experience at ASU, I've seen the passion of students. I've seen how at this so-called commuter campus, students are able to break free and connect with one another and break that stereotype that says we are apathetic. Today, we invite you to connect with us because we know it's not only about us as students, but you as our community members. Changemaker Central is preparing to scale, to grow to all 4 campuses, and we cannot do it without you. We seek through collaboration to establish partnerships with your organizations and students within your academic departments. Applications are now open. These are the positions which are available to students. And we'd love to talk to you throughout the day about how you, if you're not a student, can get involved. Today, we present you with an opportunity, but I'm personally going to present you with a dare. I dare you to jump into Changemaker Central. Share this opportunity with us students and become a change maker. Our 80,000, soon to be 80,000 undergraduates through Changemaker Central can all be change makers. And we hope that you'll join us. For more information, please email changemaker@asu.edu, and we look forward to talking to you throughout the rest of the day.
Ahmed, and I've had the distinct honor with working with these students over the course of the semester. And it's been absolutely amazing to see the development of their ideas, to see their passion, to see their creativity come to fruition. Here on the Tempe campus, we are hoping that the space that we'll have on the first floor will attract students, more incredible students like this, and ignite their potential as well. After the presentation, we invite you to join us in the space on the first floor in the Montgomery Lounge, the future home of Changemaker Central here at the Tempe campus, and start to imagine students working collaboratively with staff, faculty, other students, community members on creating positive social change. As the coordinator of the community service program, I'm excited about the opportunities that Changemaker Central could have on the annual events that we do. On the back of your program, you'll see we're having our nonprofit volunteer and internship fair on October 4th. And we're hoping Changemaker Central will increase participation in this event. We also envision students planning Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week to use that space and meet and come up with creative programming around these issues. We're also hoping that students participating in events such as Devils in Disguise can use this to kind of create a greater impact in their community around them. Now we'll hear from Polytechnic campus.
Thank you. I believe the agenda says that my name is Aaron Krasno. That is not, in fact, the case. That is my boss and my dean. My name is Justin Finnerty, and I'm the director of the Career Preparation Center at the Polytechnic campus. In October 2009, I had the opportunity to open up a brand new career center at the Polytechnic campus. And this space, the Career Preparation Center, will be rebranded as Career Preparation and Changemaker Central. Faculty, staff, and students will be encouraged to connect with and partner with the career preparation on ways to utilize this space to this initiative. All student employees in EOS, Educational Outreach and Student Services, will become experts in change making with career peers, which are the student staff that run the Career Preparation Center, kind of serving as super change makers, being housed in the central location for this initiative. The Devil's Den, which is actually a space just right outside of our office, kind of a lounge area for students to hang out, watch TV, study. We actually, some students sleep in between classes, is also going to be activated and utilized to encourage this collaboration. Dean Mitzi Montoya, who's the Dean of the College of Technology and Innovation, is currently developing social entrepreneurship, a social entrepreneurship academic track, as well as collaborative workspaces in the College of Technology and Innovation. For those of you that don't know, the Polytechnic campus is scheduled to break ground this summer on a new residence hall and dining facility, and both of these spaces are designed to encourage free flow of information and ideas to foster change making. And last but not least, there will be an ongoing partnership with the College of Technology and Innovation and Global Resolve. They are looking at making their focus global, local, and social resolve. So that's kind of a quick update to what's happening at the Polytechnic campus.
Hello, I'm Isabel Ferrales. I'm the director of the Career Services Center at ASU's West Campus, located in beautiful Glendale, Arizona. When we first heard of the Changemaker Central designation for Arizona State University, given the luxury that we are a smaller campus, we rounded up the usual suspects and we began conversations on how this was going to impact what we perceive to be a community of students that are already very, very well aware of how social embeddedness is impacting not only their personal, their professional development and their engagement as a small community into, the world. So we began by surveying the existing scape and recognizing where that spark of innovation, both for social entrepreneurship and for-profit entrepreneurship, really happens, which is in the classroom and among student leadership. So we were pleasantly surprised, but it wasn't unexpected to discover that the landscape for leadership and for entrepreneurship is already very well underway, and it's very, very exciting because the footprint is already there, and Changemaker Central will be the vehicle for which we can graduate out into the entrepreneurship, both social and for-profit endeavors that we want the students to really get to, just like the examples that you listened to here. Some of the notable, I guess, honorable mentions of what's already happening at the West Campus is the award-winning Center for Applied Behavioral Health Policy, which continues to provide services in advancing different ideas and patterns to impact preventative health along the West Valley community, as well as the Communication Assessment and Learning Lab, which is training future entrepreneurs to make sure that all of their ventures come to fruition, and they set an example for all of the communities that the West Campus impacts. Another very pleasant discovery is to find that the common denominator among all the 138 student clubs and organizations at the West Campus is service and social embeddedness. So those conversations, like I said, are already happening among student leaders, and Changemaker Central will facilitate that all of those ventures and all of those ideas find a home, find guidance, and find the resources, and eventually advance to become what they need to be. So advancing these initiatives with the help of the designation is going to be very exciting. It's going to be very, not easy, but it's going to be something that is going to feel very natural and like the next logical step. So we feel that the future of all of these ventures at the West Campus are very promising. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Cassandra Askin. I'm the Assistant Dean of Students and the Director for Student Engagement on the downtown Phoenix campus. It is my pleasure to be a part of this conversation, this dialogue, this launching of Changemaker Central. On the downtown Phoenix campus, we are very excited to have had great response from colleagues, faculty, staff, administrators, and more importantly, students who want to see their peers and themselves continue to make a change, embedded in the things that they're learning in the classroom, but more importantly, in extending beyond the classroom into what they see are their future through their careers and making change that impacts our society. We were able to bring a team of faculty, staff, and students together for an initial meeting, and through that dialogue, the majority of the excitement came from being able to identify the Tylers who are already change makers, and inviting them to come and speak to their peers about what their experience has been, what their great ideas have been, and how have they seen their ideas come to fruition. What we realized through our brief conversation was that there is a group of student change makers that exist. And Changemaker Central is going to provide a space for them to say, hey, you're doing what I'm doing. We could do this together, we could think bigger, we could think brighter, and we can make sure this is sustainable and continues to go further. So through that, we're committed to implementing a series come this fall that highlights students who are current change makers. And through the conversation, what we learned is for each of the academic entities that are headquartered on the downtown Phoenix campus, people were already able to identify who these students are that are making a difference, whether it's through the College of Nursing and Health Innovation, or through Walter Cronkite in Mass Communication and Journalism. So that was very invigorating for us. So what we see happening through this series is that awareness. Students will become more aware about what Changemaker is, but more importantly about how to implement their ideas, utilizing, partnering, and engaging the university as what our charge is with regards to jumping in with this effort in partnership with our students. We're also hoping that more students will be inspired by the stories that they'll hear that are coming from their peers. And lastly, we're definitely wanting to reaffirm our students to say, we hear what you're doing, we're excited about what you're doing, and we're here to support you in advancing the things that you want to accomplish beyond Arizona State University. So that's where we're beginning. We're definitely excited about the many more opportunities and partnering with our community members, particularly being located in the downtown Phoenix area, knowing that there are many agencies and many other partners that will be engaging in order to advance these various initiatives. So thank you for having us here. Thank you for engaging us, and to the students, we look forward to the continued work and the continued push that you'll have on us in order to make this the best that it will become. Thank you.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out today. Please join us on the first floor of the Memorial Union for light refreshments and a tour of the space, the future Changemaker Central at the Tempe campus. Thank you. And please don't forget to turn in your feedback. We're looking forward to the responses.